Okay. Alright. It's gonna be a really long video, so I apologize. And unfortunately, I don't know how to do the little indentation thing to let you know where everything's at. So I'm gonna be going through everything one step at a time. So, oh boy. Alright, so let's get underway, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? Dom here with the new patch notes for 7.19.21. So, there's a lot of stuff here going on. There's a lot of stuff. So, you can see the amount of tabs that I have pulled up. So there's quite a few tabs. So, and we're going to be getting to all of this. So, starting off, my man Minto is back. He's here. He was in the last patch notes, but your man's is here. Thank God. So, here we go. First thing, we're going to go through the content changes. Thankfully, yes, Wargaming. Yes! Thank you so much for finally bringing back changes. Bringing back tank buffs, nerfs, and just changes overall. Thank you. The player base has been asking for this for months. Basically, pretty much actually for about a year now. Since the Valor update, which happened last year in July. Was July? Or was it earlier? It might have been earlier, but roughly around a year. You get what I mean. But thank you so much. We've been asking for this, and a lot of tanks are getting a lot of buffs and nerfs. So we got a doozy of a patch notes today. So here we go. First up on the block is the K91. It's getting a reload buff of -1 second, so it's going from 7.9 seconds to 6.9 seconds. Now, most people are going to think, bro, that's not that big of a change. It's a 1 second reload. Yeah, but when you equate that to a minute, that's an additional 2.5 shells you get to fire. Or roughly around 2 extra shells you can fire per minute if you're firing non-stop. That's kind of nuts. That's pretty good. So, the Object 430 version 2, both the turrets are gonna, 100mm M63. Its accuracy is going to be, I believe it's going to be, decreased? No, its accuracy is going to be increased, and its reload is going to be increased. And then the 100mm D54U, I believe that's the second turret, the accuracy is going to be, actually going to be better, the reload's going to be better, and the aim time is going to be a bit better. So they basically swapped stats here for the M63 to the D54U, so that's fine, makes sense. Because I believe the D54U is the second turret, so second/third turret if you don't count the stock turret. So overall, pretty nice. It's getting a little bit more armor. The Object 416 is getting a lot of shit. The stock turret, the front armor panel, is going to go up by 30mm of armor, and the yaw limits from 75 is going to go from 90 to 90. That's pretty nuts. Same thing with the upgraded turret. The upgraded turret's also going to go from 110mm to 140mm. That's kind of nuts. Yaw limit, same as the stock turret. It's going to go from 75 to 90. And its whole health is going to go from 880 to 930. Doesn't seem like a lot. For 50 HP, can make the difference of whether or not you can get another shell off and kill someone in time. So pretty nuts. The stock health turret is going to go from 1100 to 1150. Not that it's basically showing right here, right? The stock health is basically showing right here. And it's the same thing with the upgraded turret. The frontal hull armor is going to go from 75mm to 110mm. That's nuts. 35 bonus millimeters of armor is really good. That's really nuts. So overall, 416, getting a fat buff. I don't know if it really needed this big of a buff. But, I guess we'll find out how good it does with it. And the T22 medium, my man, West Wheezy, you can now sleep and start campaigning for the Basante and the Italian Heavies, because your man's T22 medium is getting a fatty buff. It's getting not a 1 second reload, but a 1.8 second reload. Almost a full 2 second reload buff from 9.4 seconds to a 7.6 second reload. That is nuts. The T-22's got really decent armor. It's got okay mobility, but the thing that held it back was its DPM. And its damage wasn't too bad. And its pen, well, it's a Russian tank. Its pen is its pen. But the problem was that its reload was a bit too long. Now, I personally don't own the T-22 medium, but I've heard everyone complain that it was hot trash when they first allowed people to buy it for free XP. So we'll find out how well this does with it. I'm going to be recording all of the tanks here and all of the future tanks that are getting buffs and nerfs. I will be recording those stats, and I will show them if you guys want. I'll be more than happy to show them on stream, or if you guys want, I'll make a YouTube video out of it and show you guys all of the differences. I've recorded the stats for the Marks of Excellence today. Right, so the Marks of Excellence were recorded today at the most recent update. So this is counting for the past 30 days. In 30 days after the update goes live on Tuesday, or tomorrow, if you're watching this the day this is uploaded, I'm going to be recording the numbers 30 days after to see what the difference is between the two. Now, there's a lot of variables that can be involved. For example, if you see the K91, if the K91 got buffed, the on-track event is available. I'm going to get the K91, and I'm going to play the shit out of it as a brand new player. May end up being a different variable. Or there could be veterans that go, all right, time to dust this bad boy off and try and grind for 3 marks. Or hell, a 4th mark. We'll get to that eventually. But I'm going to be recording every single tank that gets changed. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to give you the info on that. Or if you guys want me to just make another video about it, fuck it. Yeah, I'll do that. So we've got the on-track K91 event right here. Ba-boom. K91 daring enough to take on this line. So as per usual, you're going to be getting 25% bonus XP earn and 25% silver discount on it. So you're going to get a 50% discount between the BT7, the AT20, the T34, and the A43. Not actually terrible tanks. So they're not garbage. They're actually not that bad. So you're going to get a 50% silver discount for buying them. So not bad. And then the 30% discount will be from Tier 7 to Tier 10. So you'll get the A44, the Object 416, the Object 430 version 2, and the K91. All 3 of these tanks are getting buffs. And the 416 and the 430 V2 are getting some pretty decent buffs. And the K91 got a solid buff too. So that's nice. The A44, it's kind of one of those 50-50 tanks. Some people love the shit out of it. Some people hate it and want it to burn in a glorious fire made by Stalin himself. But it's kind of up to you to decide on the A44. It's a Tier 7, so I don't think really most people care. But overall, not too bad. Super hyped about that. I will not be grinding for it because I genuinely don't give a shit about it. But yeah, let me know if you are looking forward to grinding this tank. So next up on the list, we have new World War II Italian heavy tank lines. So comes with the Italian heavy tank themed up and bundles. You're going to get the Caro P88, the Progetto CC55 54, the Progetto C50 66, and the Rinoceronte. All right, I'm gonna be real with you. YouTube. This, don't grind it. If it's gonna be anything like the Basante, which we pretty much all know that it's going to be everything like the goddamn Basante, the whole line's going to be absolute fucking dog shit. So, yeah. Until they buff its reload, make it equal as PC, and give it its intended fucking mechanic, don't grind the line. It's not worth the pain and suffering that you're going to go through. The only thing this thing has going for it is sloped armor on its turret. That's about it. Otherwise, it's a heaping pile of trash doo-doo. Don't do it. Next up on the list, we got the bundles for the week. We got the cross-country runners, the TL1 LPC, the Lance NC, and the Chimera. Not a great bundle, but not a bad bundle. Overall, not too bad. Lance NC, I think, in my opinion, is definitely the weakest here. I think the TL1 LPC is pretty good. It's kind of disgusting good, actually, because I believe that is the unskinned Stone Cold. So it's kind of nuts. And the Chimera is pretty good. It's just got really good spaced armor and just raw armor in the front. So it's pretty good hold down. God, I'm gonna hate this. The pentathlon specialists is going to include the Centurion Mark 5-1 RAAC, the Progetto M35 Mod 46, and the General T27. Overall, not a bad bundle. Pretty solid. Great tier 8s. You get the auto-loading General T27. You get the auto-reloading Progetto, which is not bad. And the Centurion RAAC is, well, it's another Centurion remake. No one gives a shit. But they're all solid tanks. It's not a bad bundle. Moving on, we've got the competition marksman. We've got the Krupp Steyr Waffenträger, the Wiz 121 GFT, and the Rheinmetall Scorpion. Overall, if you want some decent TDs, they're not too bad. Not too bad. The Steyr is pretty decent. The Wiz 120 is kind of fun, and the Scorpion overall is a good tank. So if you're looking to add a couple more TDs to your bundle or to your garage, this is the pickup to go. The Javelin Throwers. We've got the Diamondback Mark 1, the ISU 130, and the Cannon Jagdpanzer 105. Man, that bundle is fun. Whew. The Diamondback, despite the 6.0 nerfs to bouncing shells, since the shooter gets better pen, overall, it's still not bad. It's still got pretty decent DPM. The ISU 130, you don't get to see it a whole lot, but the people that can pull it off, it's a nasty tank. And the Cannon 105, bro, it's just the cockroach, but with a bigger gun. That's pretty much what it is. Because there's the E25, there's the regular cannon, and then there's the Cannon 105. And that gun hits like a truck. And it's got a really good reload. Plus, it's got phenomenal concealment. So if you're looking for a little bit more versatile bundle, here you go. We got the Shock Trio. We got the Scourge Kirovets 1, the Captured King Tiger, and the Mauerbrecher. In my opinion, all of these tanks have pretty much been power crept. But if you love the different variants of these kind of tanks, if you love the variants of the Tiger, if you love the variants of the IS lines, this is definitely a bundle that you'll want. It's a nice little collector's bundle, but nothing uber special. For the frontline brawlers, you're going to get the King Tiger, the HMH Chrysler K, and the Verzilla KV4K. Oof. Okay, where do I begin on this bundle? Pardon me while I take a drink. It's a bundle. I don't really know how else I can describe it besides it's a bundle. There's nothing else really special about it. The tanks aren't super amazing, but they're not super dog shit. Very much like the Shock Trio bundle, these two bundles, the majority of the tanks in here have been fairly power crept, but overall, they're not terrible. So if you're looking to add some of the variants to your garage, this is your chance. The Supreme Damage. Now this is a bundle you'll want to keep an eye out for. The Carnival Action X, the Stockade Auto, and the T-54E2. This is a nutty bundle. The Carnival Action X is a phenomenal tank. It's basically a Super Conqueror at Tier 8, which should say a lot. The Stockade will always be a solid tank. 3-shot autoloader, nutty damage. The T-54E2, nutty damage. So overall, this is definitely, in my opinion, probably one of the best two bundles to get. And then there's the luckiest 7s. So you're going to get the Tiger 131 and the Dreadnought KV2. So if you're looking to Sill Club, that's the bundle to go for. It's a pretty great bundle. The 131, despite having been slightly paracrypt, is still really good in today's meta. So heavily recommended, and the KV2 is, well, let Stalin guide my shields. There you go. So the deals of the week: the Tiger 1 Hammer and the Cromwell B. Overall, not too bad, not too great. And the personal offers for this week are going to be the T6 100, the Sherman Grizzly 1, and the T34. Skip all of these. They're not worth it. The T6 100 is okay. The Grizzly is another Sherman variant, and the T34 has been severely power crept. So it's not worth it. Overall, in my opinion, the bundles for this week definitely belong to the Supreme Damage and the Luckiest 7s. If you want a really phenomenal bundle, these are definitely the bundles that you need to go for this week. Now, going into the rest of the news for this week. So, Tank Commander PvP is back. We noticed this last time in the 7.16.21 patch notes. So, Tank Commander PvP will be back. This event brings you a series of chain challenges that can be completed only in Tank Commander PvP battles. Take your best Tier 7 to Tier 8 tanks across Prokhorovka and battle as both Tanker and Commander in order to complete all Strategize and Conquer challenges. You can even complete 2 challenges at the same time if you meet the requirements. For example, by playing as a Commander, you can complete both S&C Commander and S&C Tanker Commander challenges. Once you finish Strategize and Conquer in its entirety, you'll be rewarded with the fast-firing and well-armored Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is a solid tank, but it's not a necessity. So, you'll be getting bonus XP, bonus silver, enhanced repair kits, silver, repair kits, silver, med kits, and then you'll be given the Thunderbolt in a vehicle slot. Why this Tank Commander PvP event is for you. Continue earning silver and XP to progress through multiple World War II tech trees simultaneously. You can command a fleet of your favorite World War II tanks, continue earning points toward the World of Tanks Modern Armor G.I. Joe season. The keyboard and mouse use is available for full RTS experience, and if you already own the Thunderbolt, you'll receive its value in silver, which will be roughly about 1.4 million silver. Now this is key. You can plug in a mouse and keyboard for the full real-time strategy experience. I may end up actually getting in on that because that is super cool that they finally added that. That this time you now can actually use a keyboard and mouse. For those of you that used to do these real-time strategy games with Command and Conquer, you know, Halo Wars, any of those games like that where you're commanding troops and units and stuff like that. In my opinion, wholeheartedly, very, very fun. Very, very fun. It's an experience. I'm very, very excited. I'm probably going to be showcasing this on stream. I'll probably end up doing like a couple days just to get to the Thunderbolt and be done with it. So, but overall, I'm super, super excited to do that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to play as Commander and plug in a mouse and keyboard. I don't know. And I'm going to be honest, I love that they upgraded the controls for the controller, but I just don't think it's possible to really do it well without a mouse and keyboard. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be the one time where I'm going to say, yes, I think mouse and keyboard is going to be better than having a controller for a console game. But overall, not too bad. I'm super hyped to play it. Now, you'll only be able to get these by running Tier 6 and Tier 8 tanks for your tiers. So, there you go. And you've got to do a lot of these as a commander and as a tanker. So, there you go. So, enjoy that and do that as you please. Moving along, we've got the Are You Tough Enough for Boot Camp here. So, use your heavy tanks to complete this chained challenge, plus enjoy discounted heavy tank bundles. So, the Heavy Tank Boot Camp. This exclusive challenge will test both you and your heavy tanks to the fullest. Complete the Heavy Tank Boot Camp Chained Challenge in either World War II or Cold War mode to receive premium consumables, silvers, and upon full completion, the Wreck-It emblem. So, here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to do damage in heavy tanks. You're going to need to destroy vehicles in heavy tanks. You have to receive 5 or more non-penetrating shots in 10 battles that you live. Once you do that, you will be rewarded with a bunch of repair kits, rations, silver, and you'll get the specialized emblem. You'll also, as we went over earlier, you saw the bundles, the Shock Trio bundle, the Frontline Brawlers, the Supreme Damage, and the Luckiest Sevens. So it's a nice little event. If you're trying to grind out a little bit of consumables and silver, that's the way to go. So moving on, we have the Tanks Reforged balance updates to the K91 line. I've already gone over all of the changes, but if you guys would like to leave it here, but if you guys want to take a look at the notes and the reasons why they are upgrading stuff as it is going, you can just look up on the news site here. It'll be the Tanks Reforged K91. So unlike the Valor, how it's going to be slightly different, it's going to be Tanks Reforged if you look it up. And at the very bottom of the screen, we got a nice little heads up on a tank that's going to be getting buffed, which is going to be the mouse. The mouse will be getting, I believe, buffed for the future, which I'm very, very excited for. I think both the mouse and the E100 both need a buff. I'm going to be completely honest. They haven't been very viable since 6.0. Bonus pen, the bonus pen, better accuracy, has made playing these tanks very, very insufferable. So, for those of you people, for all of you casual mouse enjoyers, look forward to that in the next, I believe, the next week and a half. So, stay tuned on that end. And finally, but not least, the new Italian Heavies. So we're going to be getting the P88. We're going to be getting the CS5554, the CS5554, the Progetto C5066, and the Rinocerante. So overall, very interesting tanks. Unfortunately, I'm going to continue to call them garbage until otherwise. So, you'll also be able to earn its hero skin, which basically it just I'm going to be real honest here, guys. It deadass looks like it got ripped off of Warhammer 40k. Is it just me that it looks like it got ripped off of Warhammer 40k? I don't know, but yeah. So, I'm gonna be honest. Don't grind this line. Do not grind this line until they buff this damn thing. It is atrocious. So, and we've got one more piece of information. My main man West Wheezy back at it again. Minto confirmed it earlier, so I'm gonna play this back.
Looks like Justicone is psychic, or he's been reading our bug database.
I saw that. Just a cone. That was some pretty good reading between the lines there, mister.
So, that means, right there, we're going to see that the fourth mark of excellence, which is going to be available at 100% damage standing for all of you veteran players that like to show off your 3 marks, you will not be getting an additional rings, an additional star, an additional emblem, or an additional 3 rings. Instead, your white emblem / stripes / rings will be changed to gold when you first hit 100% damage standing. So, that is what it's going to be for the fourth mark of excellence. So, thank you, Wheezy, again, my man. Much love. And if y'all aren't following West Wheezy, go follow this man's. Go follow this man's. I get all my news updates from this dude right here. This man is the shit. Also, he is also along the lines of the buff the Italians. WoTC buff the Bistante. So, my main man there. So, but that's going to be it for your 7/19/21 patch notes. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to do the same question of the day. Do you think that Wargaming should say fuck it and just try to get the mechanic for the Italian Heavies into the game properly? Because in my opinion, they're not going to be useful without the mechanic. So, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and without further ado, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, good hunting. I'll catch you guys next time.